1 week since the bodies of Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and one of their dogs were found deceased in their 9,000 square foot Santa Fe home.
The mysterious deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, have left the world in shock and confusion. Gene Hackman, a legendary actor known for his iconic roles and brilliant performances, and his beloved wife, Betsy, were found dead in their New Mexico home under puzzling circumstances. The discovery of their lifeless bodies has sparked a whirlwind of speculation, theories, and unanswered questions, leaving fans, investigators, and loved ones searching for answers. On February 26th, what began as a routine maintenance check at Hackman's Santa Fe mansion quickly turned into one of the most perplexing crime scenes in recent memory. 2 maintenance workers arrived at the property expecting to perform ordinary repairs, but were met with an eerie silence and an unlocked front door. Inside, the scene was grim. Gene Hackman, aged 95, was found in a small room near the back door, his cane and sunglasses left nearby. Betsy Arakawa, aged 65, was discovered in the bathroom, her body lying near a countertop where pills were strewn about, and an open prescription bottle was left as if in haste. A tipped-over space heater on the floor near her body added to the jumble of puzzling evidence. Initial suspicions pointed to carbon monoxide poisoning, a common and silent hazard in homes. However, after thorough inspections by local gas companies and fire officials, the gas lines were found to be perfectly safe, ruling out this possibility. Investigators also noted that the couple's remains showed signs of dehydration and drying out, suggesting that death had occurred sometime before their discovery. This raised further questions about the timeline of events leading up to their deaths. Adding to the mystery was the presence of 3 pets. 2 were found wandering outside in a confused state, while 1 dog was discovered deceased inside a crate. This hinted at a prolonged period without proper care, or a sudden interruption in feeding routines. The scattered medications, the unsettling open door, and the unaccounted-for pet all combined to create a scene that raised more questions than answers. Who or what was responsible for leaving such disarray? Was it an accident, a medical emergency, or something more sinister? The case of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa has become a magnet for theories, with investigators and fans alike scrutinizing the evidence for clues. At first glance, natural causes might seem plausible for someone of Hackman's advanced age. However, the fact that Betsy, who was only 65, was found in such a precarious state complicates any easy conclusion. Was it a tragic accident pushed to an extreme, the result of an unforeseen medical emergency, or something more calculated? One leading theory centers on the scattered medications found near Betsy's body. The open prescription bottle and the mess of pills on the countertop point to the possibility of an overdose, or the hurried actions of someone experiencing an extreme health crisis. Some believe that a sudden episode such as a heart attack, stroke, or severe allergic reaction could have spurred a desperate search for relief through self-medication. Alternatively, there is the idea that one could have taken pills intentionally, leading the other into a state of shock and despair that may have driven them both toward a tragic conclusion. Another widespread speculation stems from earlier assessments that hinted at carbon monoxide poisoning. However, after thorough inspections, this theory lost ground as no leak or related hazard was found. Still, the possibility of toxic fumes cannot be entirely ruled out until autopsy and toxicology reports deliver their verdict. Adding an extra layer of mystery is the discovery of a monthly planner and 2 green cell phones. These items suggest that the couple might have been keeping track of appointments, events, or even secret plans, hinting that life inside their secluded home might have had aspects unknown to even their closest acquaintances. The news of Gene Hackman's death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the close-knit circle of family and friends who knew him beyond the silver screen. His daughters and grandchildren were left grappling with the sudden loss of a man who was not just a star, but also a loving father and grandfather. Emotional tributes poured in from colleagues, with memorable names like Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman joining the chorus of voices mourning a true giant of the film industry. Social media quickly filled with images and heartfelt messages, each echoing the deep sorrow felt by all who admired his work and his warm, generous spirit. Among those most vocal were his family members, who spoke at length about his personal routines and the quiet strength he possessed in the face of adversity. His daughter Elizabeth recalled that despite his advanced age and the physical toll of a long Hollywood career, Hackman remained in surprisingly good shape, always active with his hobbies like Pilates and yoga. This makes the shock of his passing, coupled with Betsy's untimely death, even more confusing. Elizabeth also hinted at the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning, suggesting that the silent threat of toxic fumes might have played a part in their tragic fate. This view, embraced by some family members, stands in contrast to the lack of clear external injuries or signs of foul play. Friends and co-stars reminisced about Hackman's down-to-earth nature and his commitment to his art. Many recalled the rare moments when the superstar would step away from the glare of fame to offer a kind word, a lesson in simplicity, or a quiet smile that revealed the depth of his character. Tributes highlighted the fact that while his cinematic legacy would endure forever, the memories of his private moments, those filled with laughter, shared meals, and heartfelt conversation, reminded everyone of the man beneath the myth. As news anchors detailed the scene of his death with both clinical precision and emotional depth, the public was left with an enduring question. How could two people, once so full of life and spirit, meet such a mysterious and untimely end? Theories and speculations abound, ranging from accident and overdose to a darker, more calculated plan. The facts surrounding their deaths open up a Pandora's box of possibilities, each more unsettling than the last. One speculation centers on the possibility of an accidental overdose. The scene in the bathroom, where pills lay scattered near an open bottle, raises the question: did Betsy inadvertently take too much medication while trying to manage a sudden health scare? Or perhaps, in a moment of confusion and distress, did she attempt to help herself and inadvertently create the tragic conditions that led to her death? Some even theorize that she might have seen Jean collapse in another room, prompting her to take pills in a desperate, unfocused attempt to cope with the horror of the moment. Yet, this theory may not explain everything. The absence of clear signs of forced entry or struggle leaves room for another unsettling possibility: that the couple may have made a conscious decision together. A suicide pact, where one partner's actions trigger a series of events leading both to take their final steps separately, has been proposed by some psychologists studying the case. The separation of the bodies in different areas of the home, Jean near the back entrance and Betsy in the bathroom, could hint that each experienced a sudden crisis individually. However, this idea is countered by those who point to the evidence of a prolonged period of neglect. The condition of the bodies, the dehydrated state of their skin, and the fact that a pet was found dead in a crate suggest that the tragic events might not have been as immediate as a planned self-harm. As the investigation continues, the world waits for answers. The deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa remain shrouded in mystery, a tragic end to lives that were once filled with light, love, and the pursuit of art. Until the final pieces of the puzzle are put together, their story will remain a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown.